Well, I just finished a project that I had going. It took me 2 days. I cleaned out my fridge. I like to clean out my fridge pretty regular. I hadn't been able to get to it in a while, and I had half jars of all kinds of stuff in here that I got rid of. And I pulled everything out, wiped down the entire inside of the fridge, shelves and all. And I pulled out these drawers and washed them, and underneath them as well. Now, that's not an easy thing to do when you have mobility issues, but I do have a mop, and I used my cane and some paper towels to dry it up. Finished it all off with some Windex. This is my ham, all right? I ordered a ham for Christmas, and I figured, in the picture it looked little, but no, it takes up that whole drawer. Now, I don't have a container, a pot, pan, whatever you want to call it, big enough to cook that ham in. It's heavy. Nor could I lift it if I had me one. So I'm definitely going to have to be cutting some of that off of there. I'm glad to be getting this done. It needed to. I pulled all the little shelves off here, and I popped them in the dishwasher, which worked out really well. So I'm glad to be getting that done. It was getting behind. I had picked me up some beef neck bone, and they look really good. I'm going to be making some vegetable beef soup tomorrow, hopefully. I do have a large family pack of chicken back there in the back of the fridge that's been back there for 3 days now, but for some reason or other, anything on the back of my fridge tends to freeze. That's why these jars here don't go all the way to the back. The back of my fridge will freeze. Anything back there will freeze, so I have to do a little juggling when it comes to having things in my fridge. But my fridge is like, who knows? I mean, it's got to be a good 15 years old. So, but juggling fixes that. And, looking forward to making that vegetable beef soup tomorrow. It's been a little bit chilly here. I like me a good warm soup when it gets chilly outside. I have not done my freezer yet. That's going to be a trip and a half. But I want to get all this organized now and keep it that way, so I don't have to worry about it later on. And I am quite pleased with myself. It's good to keep your fridge emptied out on a regular basis. Rotate things in and out of there. Check your dates. Use what you need. You don't need any science projects going in there, because you never know how it's going to affect something else, right? All right, so I'm happy about getting this done, and probably tomorrow I'll start on the freezer. I tend to multitask. I, at one point, did not like to start a job and not finish it. I really did not like that. But I find with mobility issues, it is good to switch off. So I can have multiple tasks going at the same time and finish them up within a couple days. And it keeps my interest, and it helps me change up my positions and stuff as I'm moving around. So I'm glad to have gotten that done. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be doing the freezer, because I'm definitely going to need room in the freezer. I got a lot of half bags of vegetables and stuff in there. And of course, I'll be using some of them tomorrow when I make my vegetable beef soup. I'll be making that with, I got a bag of frozen mixed vegetables, which is like corn, green beans, and carrots and peas. And then I have a couple cans of cabbage I'm going to put in there. And I'll be using also a pound of ground beef. I like the 80-20, along with those beef neck bones, because I want those little chunks of beef in there, and I like the ideal of the bone marrow, beef broth going in it. It's going to be good. It's a short version of a vegetable beef soup that my mother used to make when we were kids. And she'd use, fresh cabbage and fresh carrots, and she'd get stew beef. And I wanted to get stew beef, but I could not find a small pack of stew beef. And she'd make it in a huge stock pot, And it would cook all day. I mean, literally cook all day, and you could smell that going all day. And there was just something about that vegetable beef soup. We all loved it. We were crazy about it. I think it was one of the our favorite things that she made. And she was quite the cook, actually. So I'm looking forward to making that soup. It won't be exactly like my mom's, but it will have that flavor of my mom's soup. And I just like, again, I like me you know, I'm originally from up north. And when autumn hits, we start making soups and stews and doing roast and baking and stuff like that. Stuff we don't normally do in the hotter months. We really utilize that oven being on and stuff. And so every year when the colder weather hits, that's the mode I go into: baking, soups, stews, roast. So I'm looking forward to that. I really been wanting me a good soup. I think I need it. Uh, there ain't nothing like a good warm soup on a cold day. It's a comfort food. It really is. So I'm glad I got that done, and I'll be doing the freezer tomorrow. And once I get it completely done, I'll be happy because I'm definitely gonna. You know how it is. If you don't have a chest freezer or upright freezer, holidays rolls around, you got a lot of leftovers. I still got turkey in there. I'm going to be making turkey soup at some point this winter. I've done made open face turkey sandwiches. And yeah, I'll be glad when I get that done. Well, there's always something you can be doing right. So, well, thank you all for stopping in. And if you all have any projects going, I hope you get them done soon. Huh? It's a good feeling when you complete a job, right? Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, large or small. I appreciate them all. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.